Urobuchi Gen. Gen Urobuchi. We have to have a conversation, Urobuchi Gen, because I made the mistake of watching two of your things. It was a good mistake, but you see, now we have beef because first I watched Kamen Rider GAIM. I started to get your vibe. Then I watched Madoka. I was like, oh, I didn't understand your game at all. Well, this, pardon me, Urobuchi Gen, I have to drink water. One must stay hydrated, but you see, I didn't quite know how you did it. And I'll be honest. Shit, you played me. You played me twice. See, okay. You played me the first time because when I first watched Madoka Magica, I couldn't get over the art. I tried. I thought I was enlightened at that time. And I didn't know that I had a path of enlightenment I still had to walk. Because I had to be willing to watch the thing that no one else around me watched. Stealing, thieving bastard. We won't get into that, but well, stealing, thieving bastards. No. That video has already been posted. We're talking about Urobuchi Gen. I had to get used to watching the thing that no one else watched. I thought I had gotten used to it because I watched Kamen Rider, and I'll be absolutely honest with you, it wasn't easy the first time. The first one I put on was Kamen Rider Kabuto, and it was a test because, like they said, well, if you can like Kabuto, you can like Kamen Rider, and that's actually wrong nowadays. Kabuto is indicative of the past. It's not indicative of the future. We're getting into it, aren't we? Yeah, the Neo Heisei era, as we start seeing when we move into. I'm not gonna do a Kamen Rider his story, but I could. Alright, let me focus on Urobuchi Gen. Yes, I thought I understood how to do it. Because, yeah, I ended up watching Kamen Rider, but before that, I read JoJo. And JoJo has a very distinct, not even 90s, 80s art style, but it is a strange 80s art style. Arakawa. No, wrong one. Araki. Araki, we have to have a conversation at a different time, but I must be honest with you, Araki. I think we've parted ways. It was good while it lasted. I appreciate having you by my side in my journey. Hirohiko Araki. I expect to see you a few thousand years from now. Still the same man. I'm honestly impressed. Oh, no, we won't get into you figuring out immortality, but we will. But not today. We're talking to Urobuchi Gen today because, again, I had to read JoJo. I had to overcome that art style when I had been trained by basic ass anime. And then it's like, okay, I've reached enlightenment. And once I read JoJo's, I could watch Kamen Rider. And actually, there was a transitional period in there where I did try Madoka. Actually, Madoka was before Kamen Rider. I tried Madoka and I just couldn't. I fled it. Urobuchi. So it took me a while to properly meet you. I would meet you some years later. What year was that? 2013, maybe, vaguely. It was around the time I had gotten back into Kamen Rider because you see, I was riding a high from Kabuto to no, Forze. It's surprisingly not Forze, but no, I skipped Wizard. I skipped Wizard because I didn't trust it. And whether it was trusting, who could say? Some say, carry on, yes. So I stepped away from the series for a bit. And I don't know what it was. I think it may have just been that I heard that you, the Urobuchi, as they call you, are working on a Kamen Rider series. It's like, I've heard that man's name before. Perhaps it's time for me to meet him. And I met him, and I'll be honest with you, you did a damn good job. You did a fantastic job, but I must warn you, you weren't prepared for build. I wasn't prepared for build. Build. That was a different name altogether. One I met long ago and then lost. So that's where he went. I have to figure out where he's going after that. That man. No. This is to you, Urobuchi Gen. Yes, I watched GAIM and I'm like, oh, we doing something here. Themes and such. Meta narrative manipulation. You are recognizing your medium and molding it like clay. I see. I respect thee. I respect thee truly. But let me turn the car around just a bit. Because while I respected it, and while I gave it a second watch and still respected it, I lost track of you. Or let's say I knew you were still there, but I didn't know where to go to really see how you move. Like Urobuchi Gen, they tell me to watch Fate, and it's like, no, I have seen how Fate has become commercialized. I need Prime Urobuchi. Where haven't they met him? Oh, Madoka Magica. But it still took me a bit of time before I decided to watch it. I ended up deciding to watch it when I was watching it with somebody, with Danny Mata over on, well, YouTube, where I'm going to be posting that. So over here, yes, he was watching it, and I found his reaction commentary interesting. So it's like, no, if I'm going to watch this playlist, I have to go and see that for myself. And I went to see that for myself. And by the gods, Urobuchi, I wasn't familiar with your game because Magical Girls. I thought I got it, but I only watched two of them. I'll be absolutely honest with you. I watched Sailor Moon and I watched Card Captor Sakura, but the English version was more shonen-fied. And Sailor Moon was like, I liked it when I was younger, but it wasn't like, it didn't have the bite I needed. And the Magical Girls I encountered between them, like, Blast, what's Peach? Wedding Peach or something like that, is like, yes, but this is old. I'm looking at the 80s here. What's it really moving like? And like, oh well, Symphono Gear, apparently. Like, I might have to dip my toe. Its time is coming. But I needed to see how artists move. It's like, oh, This is how it works. Because Madoka is better than GAIM. It's because you got to do more with it. And the themes? My God, the themes. How dare you tell me that the villain of this story is not the cat that everybody is going to assume is the villain, but entropy itself is the villain. Because entropy is grief. And they don't understand. Entropy is grief. And the only way to defeat entropy as far as QB's people are concerned is by energizing, no, what's the word, the technical electromagnetism word for it. It's basically transmutation. Let's just leave it like that. You're transmuting pain into energy. You're taking the concept of pain and transforming it into something so... No, you're not even doing that. You're building Omalis, damn you. Incubators. Ugh. Regardless, they at least built an efficient Omalis. Like, they said we don't even need constant, we just need a few of them, and then that's enough. Like, that's still evil as fuck. I'll be honest with you. That is not how you defeat entropy. That is not. You don't get it. And then Madoka goes and fixes the universe like, okay, so this still has to happen, but hey, I'm going to give them heaven. Is that alright with you? Again. You're so damn good at Madoka Magica. Stars and stripes, skies above. What can I say? What can I do? What do I know? All that there is to know, of course. Wait, no, not all that there is to know. Calm down, slow down, bring it back to Urobuchi Gen. That was some damn good work. I think about Madoka and it's like, damn, how would I write something like that? How would I train people to write something like that? Like, let me see if anybody can do it like that with the proper guidance. Because I want to see somebody do that again. But it can't be you because you've moved on and now I have to figure out where you've gone again. The hunt begins, Urobuchi Gen. I apologize. I hope you can respect the idea that I think you're a fantastic director and now writer, and now I must pursue your work to further prove that point. We mustn't get into that right now. That's right. That was a different letter altogether. Again, we were talking about, all right. Ultimately, how I must say, congratulations. Madoka Magica was better than Kamen Rider. GAIM. It is difficult for me to say it, but it's true. Now, give me that final movie. Hand it over. No need for words, just put it in my hands. I will go and see it in the theater. Ugh. I'm sorry again. I got distracted. With my kindness, it is too immense. I can't defeat it. Where was I even? Hold that thought again. By candlelight. It was getting a little bright in here. Where were we again? Further ahead than where we were before. Let's take it a little step back and like, okay. GAIM is better. No. Madoka Magica is better than GAIM. So maybe magical girls are a good place to go when I'm not getting a good bite from Kamen Rider. You've shown me the Sunday morning rotation. That's like respectable, my good man, respectable. All right, let me see what else you have to say. All right, the hunt. I was talking about the hunt again. It's like, no, actually, after this video, I'm going to look up what else you've done lately just to get a bite because Madoka was pretty damn good. I look forward to what you do next. Oh yeah, that's the thought, I suppose.